Hello, everybody. I am here to do June's Q&A, and I am grateful for the questions that have been placed on there already. So let's start with truly just stepping into the energy of grounding. And I'd like you very much to imagine yourself as a tree today. It's so beautiful because I've been thinking about it doesn't matter if we're the great big huge oak tree that's got decades, if not maybe even centuries of life. We could even be the little sapling that's just a minuscule little thing that's 6 inches tall. Whatever the energy of it is feel into the roots of that. And as you're feeling into the roots of that, close your eyes and imagine those roots going down from your Earth Star chakra. Now, that Earth Star chakra is that chakra that's beneath the soles of your feet, beneath the earth. Taking a breath into that, feeling very grounded, very connected with Mother Nature, with the earth. Feel your roots spreading out. That not only are they going out in this beautiful direction all around you, but they're also digging more deeply in. And feel how your energy is flowing down through that, and it's connecting in through the crystalline layer, through the black obsidian layer, all the way down into the lava layer where that real creative energy is. And feeling it that as it's coming back up through all of your roots, back up to the soles of your feet. Feel the power of connection with Mother Earth on the soles of your feet. Feeling that energy flowing up through all that you are in your body, through your ankles, knees, hips, into your pelvis, that root center, up into the sacral, up into the solar plexus, everything that's all through that area, coming up into the heart center, making a very strong connection with your heart, taking a breath into that. Coming further up into your throat chakra, your arms and hands, feeling really connected, feeling like the spreading of the branches, the connecting with the sky, reaching for the stars as that energy flows up through the rest of your head and the rest of the chakras there. And it's flowing over you in this beautiful, magnificent aura of light and love and support. And it's coming in and it's coming through and it's coming from. Just feeling into the energy of all of that as we step into the accepting, trusting, and believing. As we step into the energy of feeling very grounded, being open to receiving, asking the mind, body, and soul to be open to whatever questions are coming up and also to be able to hear the answers that are coming in. And connecting in with all the questions and all the answers that resonate strongly with you, feeling the power of that. Choosing once again to take this even to a more a deeper level or a higher frequency or a wider expansion of vibration, moving from that 3D, that human aspect of things, and shifting into this awareness of even more, but choosing not to look for it in the human way. And that's a really kind of an interesting space to be. So asking you to be open, with no expectations, no limitations, and as well as being okay with the outcome, recognize I am the outcome. Mm. And so it is. Beautiful. I love the energy of that. So I'm going to hop on the questions right away here, starting with the question from the beautiful Colleen. Her question today is, let me first of all answered. 5 minutes in. Okay. Oops. Let me let me grab this. Hang on. Okay, I've received an idea on how to make a daily task for my elderly mother easier. Is there any further guidance coming through on how to move forward with this idea? I'm going to read that again. Colleen's asking, I've received an idea on how to make a daily task for my elderly mother easier. Is there any further guidance coming through on how to move forward with this idea? I love this question because immediately what I'm feeling is the energy of uh, what we just said at the end of that grounding meditation. It was the energy of being open with no expectations, no limitations, and being okay with the outcome. Energetically, it's so interesting because I could feel like um, there might be an expectation in there, and just bear with me here a second because I could feel the freedom that your mother is sensing that she's enjoying, even like it's comical because she may be saying something, but in truth, what she's feeling underneath all of it is this gratitude and this ability to continue to do whatever, and that's coming through very, very strongly right now. So you're definitely on the right track with this energy. My hands are on fire talking about this as well, Colleen. Uh, Let me see what else is coming through on this. I'm getting this flower, and it's got rounded petals, not pointed petals. It's got 5 or 6 rounded petals. It feels like there that it possibly comes in different colors, and it feels very much like it has a yellow center. So there's something about whatever this flower is. There's something to do with this flower energy coming in as well. I don't know if that's flower essences that's being used in a mister. I'm unsure if this is a connection to some flowers that your mother or you may have, but this flower's playing an important role in this as well. And when I say that, it doesn't mean uh, get into a mode where it's like, oh my God, what is this flower? It's more like be consciously aware that there's flower energy coming in and choose to connect to that in whatever manner you feel comfortable connecting in with the energy of that flower. And it's so beautiful because I feel like it's this bridgeway between the two of you, and it's taking things to another state of being, is what I want to say, rather than another level or the next level. It's another state of being. This seems to be the real wave of the future here, is the state of being rather than next level, right? Very, very powerful. So thank you so much for your question, Colleen. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go over into the soulful empowerment and check out the questions that are there. The first one starts with Joan, and her question is, I'm just going to put a mark down here so she knows about it. I'm working on a project with many agencies, and I'm wondering if I am on track or am I missing something? Thanks so much for your insight. Now, it seems to me that a number of months ago, we had a conversation in a Q&A around this, and the energy was that some people were very much on board and some were not. I don't remember the logistics of all that. That's what's coming through. Um, okay, so let me read the question again. I'm working on a project with many agencies, and I'm wondering if I am on track or am I missing something? So I'm seeing like a, when there's a mine mine, and there's the car traveling on the tracks. Well, the front wheel on the right side track is off. It's actually off and to the right. So what does right side energy mean for you, Joan? First of all, would be the question. I know what it means for me. So what does that right side energy mean for you? The Comically enough, like it's just that one wheel, like all the other wheels are in alignment. So there's something about that one piece, whatever that right side energy means for you. Now, for myself, uh, I'm going to throw my piece into here because energetically, the right side means very much about present energy and what's being done in this present energy to move things. To uh, is there more than move? Bear with me here. It feels as though there's something just behind. So what is this thing that's just behind? I'm getting masculine energy with this. but masculine energy coming through a woman. So so that's interesting because it's not necessarily a male gender, but it's a woman who it feels like her energy is more masculine. She's coming in from a masculine point of view. Now, that doesn't mean that she's butch looking or something like that. It means that she's very much in the masculine energy. She's not in the creative energy. She's more in the logistical or scientific kind of energy. Rather than the creative, soft flow of the feminine energy. So you may have an idea of who that person is already with that. Let me just kind of tap into that a little bit more. It feels like a conversation. Um, if I think you have an awareness, it feels like you have an awareness of who this person is, and it's honestly just having a conversation, getting together for coffee or getting together on a phone call, and it's not about being accusatory or anything like that. It's more about the energy of um, how does this want to come through? Exploration energy. You know, it's about I'm not even sure what phrases want to come through, but I know that I'm just in the process of writing an email, and instead of writing I writing I feel instead, and maybe that's the way to start the conversation. Is I feel resistance, or I feel something. Would you like to explain? Would you? I'm offering a space here now for you to talk about this, for us to get together and talk about this, so we can see what the holdup is, or not even using that word. I mean, sometimes terminology is so very important, right? So hopefully that's helpful because that feels like it's very much I could actually feel like how that one wheel seems to be turning a little bit to go back up on the track. So I feel like this is in alignment with what you're asking. Okay, thank you so much for your question, Joan. Dashka. Oh, okay. My 10-year-old daughter's having a hard time socially at school. Last week, one of her stories was very triggering for me. Feelings of exile, alone, rejected, and abandoned. She was taken advantage of and unaware. I'd love support for both her and I, whatever form that looks like. Thank you. You know, it's so interesting because I caught a glimpse of that first sentence. My 10-year-old's having a hard time socially at school, just as I started. Um, started getting things ready to come onto this platform and do the Q&A. And I was so conscious of um, how we're looking at things. And therefore, that's what I was talking about with that 3D, 5D human concept, a different state of being. I love your awareness. I love your awareness of her stories. Are was One of her stories was very triggering for you, feelings of exile, alone, rejected, and abandoned. And then you you recognized she was taken advantage of and unaware. Um, so there's a couple different things going on here. One is dealing with your own layers, and then understanding or taking a step towards helping her be aware of the layers that are going on with her. And is there a need, like, taking advantage of and unaware of, like, is that from your perspective, or is she feeling really good about where she's at? Now, I say that because we all have our own interpretation of things that are going on. So it's really interesting what's happening there. Um, Bear with me here. Thank you, guys. So I am getting a very distinct um, impression that that the layers of this is your interpretation. That and it comes down to how does this want to come through? I'm not even sure what to use as an example. Say let's use me as an example. That I absolutely love to do my the free calls that I do, and um, I'm not going to go in that direction. Thank you, guys. I don't even know what direction to do in this. So thank you for your patience. Bear with me here a moment while I step out of the way and let the answers come through. So bear with me. I'm going to look at the my source dragon right now. So there is a key. The source dragon is showing a key, Dashka. And in showing that key, it's unlocking things within yourself right now. I think the energy, what it's really showing is that uh, again, I'm not sure how to put this to words, so bear with me if it comes across as harsh or anything like that, because I certainly don't mean it to be. I certainly am. I'm making every attempt for that to be different from that. Okay, so let me just go through this. Your daughter is her own little powerhouse, and there are some moments when she is choosing to do things that you, as the parent, because of your own experiences, may feel as though she has been taken advantage of and she is unaware. And it's so interesting because there's conversations that I can hear that from other people who are so absolutely aware that they're stepping into this, and that others may look at it as being taken advantage of, but they are very aware of what's going on. So know that it's likely that your daughter does have an inkling of what's going on. I mean, she's 10 years old. This is a new era for her. She's finding her way right now, right? So taking a step back and in some cases really letting her get her way through there and just be open to conversations with her. However, on the other side of that, it's really diving a lot deeper for yourself on understanding what it is that's triggering you. So let me read that question again, the part that pertains to you. One of her stories was very triggering for me. Um, you know what? I've got a beautiful soul that I have conversations with sometimes 2, 3 times a week. And she has changed the word triggering to activating. So one of her stories was very activating for you, Dashka. It means it brought up something so that you can now work your way through it, play with the energy of that, and look at what that actually means. So you've actually used like 4 really big words there: exile, alone, rejected, and abandoned. My question to you is, where are you doing this to yourself? When you take a look back at that, it's breaking the habit now of that feeling exiled, alone, rejected, and abandoned. Thank you guys for that. So in that moment that you're feeling all of those words, go, you know what though? I am not any of these things. I am so supported. I have this incredible community. People are so accepting of me. I'm accepting who I am. I am standing up for myself. So this is the energy of what's coming up right now. So the support that's coming through for you right now is that your daughter quite possibly is aware of what's going on to some degree and is making choices so that she can find her own way through. So let's use you and I as an example, Dashka. You are breaking through boundaries of what is acceptable um, healing energy to use in different places. Let's put it that way. I'm breaking through boundaries on looking at things in a completely different way, moving out of the human concept of things. Now that I am so aware of that, and how does this want to come through? It's so comical because I feel like I'm stumbling through my words because um, I can see it so clearly. Where it's like when I sign on to do free things because I want to gain that knowledge, but I'm also going to turn around and I'm going to use that knowledge. Well, because I'm using that knowledge, I'm taking advantage of that person's knowledge, right? And do you think that person is unaware of that in its entirety? Probably not, right? Just like you know, you're expanding and learning from your mentors, the teachers who've taught you, and you're then making it your own. And every situation we can say that we're taking advantage of something, and they may be unaware of it. So I just really want you to take a different type of um, step towards that and look at it in a different manner. I'm really hoping you understand what I'm attempting to get through to you. First of all, um, your daughter, I had a hard time socially at school as well. I totally get that. I just, at some point, our kids have to do what they're going to do. I know of a person who's family related to me, and very much, I feel, but wasn't living in the home. I felt she sheltered the child a fair amount. That child has grown up now and has anxiety and things, but some of this is all stuff that she's experienced herself too. So there's so many bits and pieces to this. However, this child has now gone and done incredible things, like gone and toured Europe, parts of Europe, has gone and moved to a completely different town in this province. So have faith that whatever your child is going through, many have gone through before, and they will get through on the other side. So you are supported in a very big way. Where are you supporting yourself? Where are you choosing to go? You know what? I am not in exile. I am not alone. I am not being rejected. I am not abandoned. I dislike the word not. I am feeling um, I am feeling connected. There you go. I am feeling community. I am feeling supported and accepted, and I am feeling as though I am shining. Those are the words. Those are the actions that you want to take right now with regards to your question there. Thank you so much, Dashka. That was powerful. Okay. So Janice then asks, whew. Oh, I'm really loving these questions and where I'm energetically at in this answering of them. So, okay. So my neighbor's 3 horses were brought to my place to graze on my pasture last year, and they'll be coming to my place again soon. They were all very friendly, but I found the gelding came up to see me more so than the 2 mares. I am wondering if he is just more friendly or if there's a deeper connection going on with him that I should foster this year. Thank you for any insights you gleam about him. I love the word gleam. I'm using a lot of different words that I haven't used, like coursing through. The energy is coursing through me right now. Um, so there is something happening there. However, what I want to caution you about right now is the word should. I should foster. I should do this. Um, Step into the energy, being open with no expectations, no limitations, and I am the outcome. Okay. I'm going to breathe our way through that. I am open with no expectations, no limitations, and I am the outcome. In doing that, I can feel the energy of this horses, the horses, all 3. I can feel this, the not separation of the horses, the 2 and the 1, but more. It's almost like when we do the uh, right of the womb. Thank you, right of the womb. Um, you're energetically feeling your mother behind you, and then the mothers behind her, and then the mothers behind, and the mothers and mothers and mothers. So it's like this incredible movement of energy that's all they're supporting. So those 2 mares are actually behind the gelding, very much a part of that. Um, so there is something energetically, there is a beautiful connection. That horse is being drawn to you. It feels like it's being drawn to the 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 heart energy. It's so interesting. Of late, I'm starting to notice that animals are coming a lot closer to me. That they're not taking off in flight as much right now, and it's because of where I am walking in my own path. That self awareness of the self love for myself, the self awareness of how much love I'm exuding when I'm walking around my block, when I'm talking with the birds. I can feel like I'm exuding, and I'm channeling this love that's just coming through me, and it's being empowered higher and higher and more. And that's what I feel you're doing as well. And this horse is very in tune with that. Um, what I suggest you do is have a conversation with the horse. Start to talk to the horse, connect to its higher self, go on a journey energetically with the horse. I'm just feeling very, very empowered by what you're doing here. So, removing that word should, stepping into the energy of being open. You and I had a very deep conversation about human concept, looking at things from a human way versus this other realms, other dimensions. So choose to do that. Choose to step into the energy of stepping into another dimension or another realm energy with the higher self energy of this horse. Because there is a very strong connection coming in there, and I can feel it being fostered. It's even now as I'm speaking about this. Um, I I have a video in the Awakening Consciousness Network, and it's about that experience I had when I went to the fence, when I saw this horse way across the field, and I got my husband to stop so I could take a picture. Why I did that, because the horse was so far away, was bizarre. But I did. And in my approaching the fence, the horse came to me, and then the entire herd of horses came to me. It was so empowering. It was so powerful. I was so connected, and I was in awe. I had my arms spread out, and I was just exuding this beautiful, magnificent, I love you, horses, support. You're so beautiful. And they were doing the same back to me. And they were taking turns coming up. And that's the energy of what I feel is going on with you right now as well, Janice. You're that picture you showed of me of that woman and the wolf and the staff, like that's you. Step into that. Step into the energy of being that when you're having conversations with this horse. Feels so very, very powerful. I want to be there. I love it. Wow. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful. I imagine it probably is. I don't have to step into the energy of that. So I hope it's helpful. Okay, Maria. Okay, so your question is really interesting today because, Maria, I'm actually writing a letter right now, an email to go out to my list about uh, uh, asking my, come on, body, don't fail me now. So there's stuff going on. I spoke at great lengths about this in the Soulful Power Call yesterday. It's going out in a couple hours. Gosh, what, 2.5 hours? It's going out in the email. Okay. For those of you who are watching the replay, I'm talking about a Soulful Power Call that's going out. These are really remarkable calls that all kinds of interesting conversations have happen in them. And I spoke at great length before I even read your question. I spoke at great length about what's going on physically in my body and some of my interpretation of that, like stepping into the energy of the human experience, or stepping into the energy of how the human body has been evolving for centuries. When you look back at what we were and where we are now, and how we're moving towards something even bigger and different, then that is where we're going. Okay. Okay, so let me read your question. This is from Maria. If you want to answer health related questions, I have one. So I'm going to put this as energy. If you would like to answer energy related questions, I have one. Left lower pain, sharp left lower leg, sharp pain that lasts a few seconds, keeps coming in periods. Okay, so immediately something that comes through is varicose veins or a blockage or something like that. And now, by no means am I saying that you have a medical physical problem, although it probably wouldn't hurt to get it checked out. Okay. I'm not a medical doctor per se. I look at things at the energy level of things. So, what's going on with that part of your body? What's energetically happening in that body? First of all, I'm going to take a look at Louise Hay's Heal Your Body. That would be your calf. I'm unsure if they have calf per se in here. They do not. So lower leg, I'm going to look at that next, see what's in here for that. And I think I might actually have to go to skeleton, because it seems to me that they don't even break down to body parts like that as well. Leg problems, lower, fear of the future, not wanting to move. That's interesting, right? Oh, Maria, does that kind of go ding, 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 ding for you right off the bat? Okay, so energetically, I'm just tapping into the energy of that lower leg pain on you. By placing this question here, you've in essence given me permission to do so. And it feels like it's so interesting because with Joan's question, I can feel the tracks and the mine car, just like a how the train brings up these, or not necessarily a train, these mine cars come up and they've got coal in them. For you, I'm feeling like I can feel that life size for her, but because that problem seems to be pretty huge right now for her. I don't know if it is or not, but it feels different from what I'm feeling in your leg. In your leg, the energy of what I'm feeling is only about this big energetically. Having said that, all I have to do is move my bicycle seat a millimeter up or a millimeter down, and it changes my entire comfort level on my bicycle. So that little thing that's stabbing pain in your left lower leg has the ability to disrupt what's going on in your life. And that's really important to understand as well, that there is a disruption coming through immediately. That disruption is that it feels like the head banging against the wall. So I'm going to take a step back. I have no idea where you're at energetically these days because um, of the I don't want to say the distance between us, but because you're living your life and I'm not as connected as I was at one point. So I'm going to take a step back so I'm not reading into it from things that I know of you from the past. So energetically, let me do that. Mm. The first thing that I'm feeling with you, Maria, is this beautiful, loving, light energy that you are so surrounded in, and it's very apparent to me energetically where you are going, where you've come from. That maybe you are recognizing this energetic state of being in a new way. Okay, so let's go down to that left lower leg. It's a pivot point, and in that pivot point I'm feeling the energy of, it's almost like these little miners are chipping away at this piece. And um you know, it's interesting because I had a conversation with someone yesterday about how we can get caught up on what we don't know the future is. And because we don't know what the future is, we can make it a scary thing. Instead, choose to have complete faith. Choose to be energetically connected into it in a powerful way. Choose to um, feel something powerful about the future, some joy, feel loved, feel supported in a way that you're not in this space here right now. Um, there was a phrase that I heard, is it in my morning pages here? From I believe it was Michael Tellinger. No, it was Freddie Silva. My apologies, Freddie Silva. He says, "We are the ones we are waiting for. We are the ones we are waiting for. I am the one I am waiting for." So every decision that I've made, I move on from there. I don't second guess it. Okay. So this is the energy of what's going on with this, is that you're getting closer and closer to making another decision that's going to empower you in magical ways. Now, energetically, what I'm feeling with that is like there's it's like there's an opportunity that's coming to you, and instead of resisting it, take a closer look at it. Step into it. Like it's like that left leg. Thank you guys. If you're stepping in with your left leg, you have the support of the ancient ones with you. That's what's coming through energetically with this. From the medical point of view, um, there that it's an energy block is what I'm feeling. Uh, yeah, it doesn't hurt to have these things checked out, regardless. Okay. So another question is related to sound issues. So I'm going to put this down as a second question. Yeah, let me put it there. Okay. Another question is related to sound issues. My new laptop had to be turned in for service as the sound was too loud and could not be regulated. My old laptop suddenly had no sound yesterday. So in the first case, too much sound. In the second, no sound. Am I not hearing something? Do I listen too much or too little? What is the message? I love, love, love your questions here. Am I not hearing something, or do I listen too much or too little? What is the message here? I love it. It's. I feel more like the messages are coming in, and they're doing it in different manners to get your attention. So, so it's more about. It's so interesting because I'm asking you to move into a different way of doing things. You know, I've been talking a lot about that 3D and 5D. That 3D is that here you are. You're saying, "Am I hearing too much? Am I do I listen too much, or do I not pay attention? Do I not listen enough?" Right? Like that's such a human experience. What I'm asking you to do is to move into the energy of the state of being. So feel yourself right now in this moment as you're listening to me, closing your eyes, and instead of going like this and hearing, or like this and not paying attention, just go into the energy of being. Take a moment to just be. I'll be quiet for a moment. Now, instead of reaching out with your hands, instead of looking around, instead of listening, feel your energy expand in awareness. That may start with only going out just a little bit from your skin. Then feel it go out to your elbows, feel it go out to your wrists, feel it go out to your hands. And in this awareness, you're, you, there are no walls. Okay, now that you've expanded past your hands, there are no walls. Just feel this expansiveness opening up. I am open with no expectations. No limitations. I am the outcome. I am in a state of allowance. I am connected. I am aware. In doing that, I can feel this beautiful white and blue energy coming in. And then I shifted into this human concept and I could see it walking in. So when you see something that is of human, where you where you think you can know what it is on this plane of being 3D, of being human, that's when you breathe your way through the I am open mantra again. Okay? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Wow. Wow. Whew. So that is all of the questions in that. I don't think there are any others. I'm going to go and see if I can find this um, video because maybe somebody's talking on that, although I have my doubts because I'm not seeing anything on my StreamYard on the platform I'm on. Oh, there, you came in just in time for the second thing. I love it. Yay. I'm so glad, Maria. I'm so glad. Yeah, because it's this energy of we like the veil has thinned, you guys. In March, the veil thinned on Heaven's Cross on March 22nd. It thinned. There is, it's almost like there is nothing in our way anymore. It's only us as the humans who are putting things in the way. Okay? So practice doing this process, Maria, and everybody else. Practice doing what I just did with Maria, because um, this is empowering you to look at things in a different way. So as I look to my beautiful crystalline castle that is here, this in this other realm, in this other dimension, that appears to, I know for sure it's right here in my house, as I'm not in my house, but out like right there energetically. And I'm 95% sure that it's actually going with me when I'm anywhere, that I can be in that dimension. Okay. So that's what you're being asked to really kind of step into the energy of, like that fear of the future. Start to expand. Start, instead of being afraid, start to go have faith. Man, oh man, look at where we're going. Look at where I'm going. Look at where people that you admire and you can see their growth, feel their growth. It's because we have faith. I'm asking you to have faith, Maria. Have faith, because it's such an empowering place to be when we put our trust in ourselves, because that's what you're doing. You're putting trust in yourself. In that self-awareness, you will self-actuate. You will become. You will be. Wow. Very powerful. Thank you so much. Whew. Okay, well, I'm going to go. It has been very, very magical to come on and answer your questions today. They've been very enlightening, very, very cool to listen to. And I love where I'm going as I step into the energy of moving out of the human concept of things and into a deeper, incredible awareness of the possibilities that are out there. And I am the outcome in that. I am the outcome, right? Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.